Alright, good evening folks, it's Enforcer Matt and welcome back to another short war video. Right now we're seeing a very interesting situation right now happening over Polish airspace. We are hearing preliminary reports that apparently Russian drones have entered Polish airspace. We're not sure exactly what the exact number is, but a good number of them have entered Polish airspace, and currently the Rzeszow airport is closed down right now as a result of this, and they've issued a NOTAM for that airport. We've also seen that a US F-35 has showed up on Flight Radar 24, and it looks like we're seeing many different NATO assets heading to Polish airspace, and this appears to be a very big event. And we're also seeing confirmation on Russian back channels that apparently the drones did enter Polish airspace. So we're also hearing it from Ukraine as well. So we're getting some wild news coming out right now, and this is crazy to see. So this is very early. It's literally just breaking out over the last 30 minutes. So let's jump right into our first article here, which goes to World Source News 24/7. And right now there is a massive drone attack across Ukraine. This is happening at the exact same time that Kyiv and many other areas of Ukraine are under attack, and we are seeing that Russia has 9 Tu-95Ms, 6 Tu-22M3s, and 8 MiG-31Ks, 2 Tu-160s, and 32 caliber missiles, and 4 missile carriers are ready for use and equipped with the Tu-160 and also a Tu-95MS already airborne. So as you can see right here, there is a lot of red alerts right now across Ukraine. This is an active situation that we're seeing literally right this minute when the video is being recorded. So while this is happening right now, we're also hearing reports of drones going into Poland from this top area here that we're seeing on the left side of the Ukraine morning map. Apparently they're entering Poland from that vector, actually multiple different vectors that we're hearing right now. So that is the allegation right now. So we're trying to run with this right now and see where it's going. But moving into our next post here, this one goes to Geo Insider. We're also getting reports from the Ukrainian Air Force itself. The Ukrainian Air Force has officially confirmed that the Russian drones have entered Polish airspace and they're moving west toward the city of Zamosk. And right here you can see this is the statement issued by the AFU from Ukraine. They said drones detected in the center of the Kharkiv region moving westward, also drones in the south of the Vinnytsia region heading northwest, and drones in the west of the Sumy region moving southwest, and specifically the last one right here says drones in Poland heading west toward the city of Zamosk. So that right there is the claim from the Ukrainian side. That is official from Ukraine, and they are saying that. So that is the claim right now. Also, by the way, Geo Insider did note down here at the bottom, they said reports suggest that up to 5 to 6 drones may have entered Polish airspace, with unconfirmed claims that 2 have been shot down. And right now, that is all up for debate because we are not getting any detailed information from Poland specifically about what has been shot down and specifically what entered their airspace. But we do know that apparently something has, because there's a lot of air defense and also NATO aircraft heading to that area, which is highly unusual to say the least. But jumping into our next one here, this one goes to Fitux Network. We're also getting reports that locals in Poland are saying they can hear jets overhead near Warsaw and also near Lublin as well. And right here you can see on the map, there is Lublin down here in the bottom right corner, and there's Warsaw up there on the top left. Now obviously, if this is indeed true and they're hearing fighter jets here, it could be maybe the fighter jets are just scrambling to get to the eastern part of the country to go combat these drones near the border, or it could be maybe the drones have made it deeper into Polish airspace and are trying to shoot them down over these cities. Right now we simply do not know, and this is the preliminary information that we're hearing right this second. So very big news as well. But moving into our next one, this one goes to OSINT Technical, and we actually got some video here of these fighter jets being heard over the eastern Polish city of Lublin tonight as the Russian drones reportedly operate in the area. So let's take a look at this. It's a very grainy video. You can barely see anything, but you can hear fighter jets in the background. So let's take a listen. So you can hear in the background, that appears to be a fighter jet that you can hear in the background. There appears to be some landing or navigation lights on the screen as well. I'm not really sure what that's from. Maybe a fighter jet, not really sure. But you can hear it back there. It's clearly a fighter jet, and this is allegedly over the city of Lublin. So that is what we're seeing. That's our first piece of video evidence that we've gotten, and I wish we had more for you, but sadly this is happening so early, we really don't have anything just yet. But hopefully by the end of this video I can add some more to it and show you all that in just a second. But jumping into our next post here, this one goes to Fitux Network, and we've also heard another bombshell piece of information indicating that something is definitely going down over Poland, and we're hearing that the Rzeszow airport in eastern Poland has been closed due to unplanned military activity related to ensuring state security, according to an official NOTAM. So this is the notice to airmen right here. This is an airspace alert being issued for Poland near the Rzeszow airport. And this is the airport right here, folks, that is the staging ground for sending military equipment into Ukraine from NATO sources. So the coincidence there seems to be very, very odd that this is the exact airport right here that is used to supply Ukraine with goods and also military equipment, and it just happens to be that Russia might be striking it or trying to attempt to fly drones over it. Very, very weird that we're seeing right there, but that is the official NOTAM right now coming out of Poland. Moving on to our next post here, this one goes to Clash Report, and we also have a statement from the Polish Armed Forces about this incursion right now. And going ahead and taking a look at it right here, it says, attention, on the night of September 9th to 10th, which is tonight, the Russian Federation is carrying out another massive attack on facilities located in the territory of Ukraine, and to ensure the safety of Polish airspace, the operational commander of the Polish Armed Forces has activated all necessary procedures, and Polish and allied aircraft are operating in our airspace, and ground-based air defense and radar reconnaissance systems have reached their highest state of readiness, and these actions are preventative in nature and aimed at securing the airspace and protecting citizens, especially in the areas adjacent to the threatened region. And also the operational command of the Polish Armed Forces is monitoring the current situation, and the forces and resources under its command remain fully ready for an immediate response. So you'll notice there's no mention of airspace incursions in that statement, but pretty much every other indication shows that something has definitely happened over Poland, and Ukraine is claiming that drones have entered Polish airspace, and we're also hearing Russian back channels say that as well. But jumping into our next post here, we're also seeing some interesting aircraft deployments, specifically from the Italian Air Force. And we can see right here in this post from OSINT Defender that an Italian G550 conformal airborne early warning aircraft is now also being deployed from Estonia. This was based in Estonia, and they're deploying it from that airfield there. This is heading south and toward eastern Poland right now. So as you can see right here, there is this aircraft. It's a Gulfstream G550 that's currently heading from Estonia and heading down to Poland right now. And right now that appears to be, actually it might be over Polish airspace by now. This is a little bit of a later report right here, but the Italians have sent an aircraft down there, which is unusual, and we're seeing that right now. We're also seeing another NATO deployment right here, a NATO Airbus A330 multi-role tanker transport, which is operated by the Royal Netherlands Air Force, is currently rushing towards eastern Poland, likely towing additional fighter aircraft from bases in Germany. And you can see that right here. There is that Airbus A330, the military aircraft operated by the Netherlands, the Royal Air Force, currently heading toward eastern Poland. So quite some heavy deployments, folks. I mean, this is not something that's usual right here. This is very abnormal, and it indicates that it's likely true that something big is happening over Polish airspace. But moving into our next one here, this one goes to us on Twitter, and we can see here that some Russian Telegram channels, some of their back channels, are apparently and at least indirectly confirming that several Russian drones must have flown into Poland. As we can see right here in this post, it says Russian attack drones fly into Poland one after another, and powerless NATO raises Air Force. This is coming from a Operation Z war correspondence channel on Telegram, and this is a Russian aligned channel according to what we know right now. So this is quite an interesting statement as well. It appears to be an indirect confirmation that Russia is flying attack drones into Poland as of right this second. So moving into our next post here, this one goes to OSINT Defender. In the midst of all that other chaos, we're hearing unverified reports of Russian attack drones also entering the airspace over Moldova and Slovakia. And on this one, folks, I'm going to say take this one with a grain of salt. Right now, this is a very early report, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not really sure what to make of this right here, but we have heard a report of at least one drone going over Moldova, but on the Slovakian part, not really sure. This is very unverified right now, but I wanted to go ahead and report on it in case it turns out to be true. Right now, we're hearing the rumors that apparently Moldova and Slovakia are also being sort of dragged into this as well, whatever is currently happening to Poland. So that is something certainly to watch. But moving into our next one here, this one also goes to Fitex Network. Also, another big sign that something is definitely happening. Right now, we're seeing a US F-35 is airborne in Polish airspace. As you can see right here, it is currently squawking a code right now, which means it's lost communication. I'm not really sure why that would be the case, but the F-35 is airborne in eastern Poland right now, sort of near Rzeszow, which is where that airport is that stages military equipment to go into Ukraine. So certainly an interesting aircraft deployment by the United States of all people, so that is certainly something to watch as well. An F-35 is much more potent than all the other fighter jets that are currently flying around the area, and that appears to be the most advanced one that we've seen so far. And once again, it is squawking that 7600 code, which indicates it might have lost communication, so that is what we're hearing as well. But with that, folks, we're moving on to our next article here, and this one goes to Visegrad 24, and also some more information about the F-35 deployment by the United States Air Force. Right now, we're seeing that it's joined a Polish F-16s, and actually multiple F-16s from Poland's military, and and also a Dutch F-35 in combating the Russian drone swarm that allegedly entered Polish airspace. So that is the full encompassment there of all these aircraft in that airspace right now that we're seeing from a fighter jet side of things. So that is currently what we're seeing right now inside of Poland, and very interesting to see, like I said, that there is an F-35 squawking on ADS-B right there over that airspace. But also, moving on to our next post here, this one goes to Fintech's News, and we want to emphasize this, folks. There is still no confirmation directly from Polish sources on Russian drones entering the country's airspace, and the Polish outlet reports, or one of their outlets, they say that several very disturbing reports have emerged, but the military has not confirmed them directly. So just because it hasn't actually been confirmed yet doesn't mean it's not happened. I want to make that clear as well. But what we do know right now is the Polish have not made an official military statement about this situation, and that would be status quo for the Polish. They like to verify things and like to confirm it before they go out there and start saying that something has definitely happened. But based on all of our other indications, it looks like something has happened over Poland, most likely Russian drones going over their airspace, and we haven't gotten any confirmed reports of impacts yet, but this is looking very ominous, folks. I'm not going to lie to you. It looks very ominous right now, and it's literally just a couple of days before these Zapad exercises are set to kick off inside of Belarus between Russia, Belarus, and all those forces. So certainly something to watch. But with that, folks, that's actually all the news we have right now for the moment. So we will keep an eye on this, and if anything crazy happens or beyond this point with it, which right now it could definitely go certainly wild right now because we're hearing some crazy reports coming out, but we will keep you all up to date on our Twitter page, and also if there is something else major that comes out, we will be reporting that here on our YouTube channel as well. But of course, the Enforcer is out of town right now, so it's very hard to run a stream without both of us on the stream right now, so we will try to cover it in this video format, and if it's really, really urgent, like it looks like something really big is going down, then I will run a solo live stream to actually make that happen, because we have to bring all the coverage while it's happening, and if that is needed, then we will make that happen. Do it, whatever we need to do, we'll make that happen. So with that, folks, that's actually going to be the last story of the video for right now, but just taking a look at Flight Radar 24 once again, it looks like that F-35 might have actually disappeared from radar at this point, so either it is landed or it's turned off its transponder, one or the other. Whatever the case is, though, it looks like we have a momentary break in the news right now, and we are going to be watching the story, of course, very, very closely to see where it goes. But in the meantime, stay tuned to our Twitter page, and if there is more big news, like I mentioned, we will be putting that out very, very soon. But thank you all for watching, and bye-bye for now.